What's the haps? I'm John, aka Meroka, and welcome to Spiel. Episode 47, we're here in the Ruby Queen, Tier 3 on Advanced. And I'm different. I'm all orange, cause it's coming up to Halloween, so it's time we wear the orange suit. Orange suits are the symbols of Halloween and stuff, I guess. Somehow. And I'm poisoned. What a wonderful start to the day. Wonderful start. That does not matter because I'm orange. So, Dark Harvest is pretty much upon us. I suppose, well, why not start with Spiral Knights news? You know, Spiral Knights news since, you know, topic du jour. I'm orange and that's kind of the news. Dark Harvest is pretty much here. Been some speculation as to when exactly it would start, but they typically tend to update the game on a Wednesday, and it is a Wednesday today. And moreover, the eagle-eyed will have noticed if you... hang on, I need to kill these guys and then I can show you what I'm talking about. But, one moment. These guys just need to cease existing, and you also need to cease existing. Right, you're all dead. So if we go into the mission interface, go to Prestige. Right about here, yesterday, that said tomorrow's upcoming Prestige mission is the Dark Harvest. It is not here today, actually. So, whether we actually do get to do that or not, I don't know. I would assume so, but I'm guessing there'll be an update later. Probably before this video goes out, but obviously after I've recorded it. So, by the time you watch this, chances are you will be able to play the Dark Harvest, but I can't right now, otherwise that would be what I would be showing you right at this moment in time. And I'm evidently not, so it is not the way things are. So that's that. So Dark Harvest, yeah, pretty much here, which means you can now go and farm the Pumpkin King and go and claim your orange gear. Because God knows we don't have much of that, do we? No, we don't. Let me just step away from that. No orange gear at all. Not much, not a lot. I sold one bomb head. Still got another one. I can't get rid of them. Nope. There's definitely no Halo gear at all lying around in my inventory. Yes. I will probably buy into the whole hype and go, I must grind free things because free gear, but I'm not sure what the point is, really. I've got more than I care to deal with. Unless there's something really crazy and rare and good and something new. Which there may be. There may be something different. They do tend to spice things up occasionally. And yesterday there was, because Three Rings has the worst sort of security in the world, I suppose, they basically upload their images for the next day's blog posts, like the day before they do the blog. And that really doesn't help their case any, because that means people can just look through the website's files and steal all the images. And so the day before blog posts go out, that pitch invariably does the rounds on the internet, and everybody knows exactly, well, not exactly, but roughly what to expect. So I'm not going to spoil anything. People might not want spoilers. There's been a hell of a controversy about that around the Reddit of late. I posted some of the stuff of the new upcoming Gunner stuff and got into a load of trouble about that. People saying they've been banned for it. I'm not sure that's true. The one person who said I'd got him banned by posting it turned out he'd got banned for swearing, so lol. So that's that. If you want to see the blog post, look for it, search it. It's not that hard to find, but I'm not going to tell you what it is here. There is definitely something new coming tomorrow, and I will not tell you what it is, but it is there. So that looks like it's probably related to Halloween type stuff, so I'm guessing it'll be tied in with the Dark Harvest. It might be actual new content that's here to stay, but my speculation is that it would likely be mostly related to the Dark Harvest. But I don't know, can't say for sure yet, but obviously you can probably say for sure by the time you're watching this video, you can probably head over to the blog and read it and find out, so I'm really not There's probably not much to actually spoil because you can probably see it, but either way, I'm gonna let it go. I'm going to respect 3 Rings' wishes and not post all their leaked content because they don't like you doing that. Especially as I've recently got permission from them to monetize my videos, you know. So I don't really then want to go and just say, hey everybody, this is what 3 Rings is planning, because that's a really good way to annoy them when they're kind of actually on my side. I've heard a few people say the best place to get leaked content is YouTube, because most people on YouTube just don't give a crap, and 3 Rings doesn't particularly monitor it. So again, just do a YouTube search. Forums, definitely their own forums they tend to monitor. The Reddit forums they keep an eye on and request that they are moderated in accordance with their own standards, but obviously that's up to the owner of the subreddit's discretion. So, glowing? Seriously? Glowing? I'm in tier 3. Why am I getting glowing, for crying out loud? Jeez. That's another thing. There's something up with the fire crystals. Nobody's been able to put their finger on that, and okay, and something I was about to mention, but that's kind of something I wanted to talk about later. I'll hang fire on that, but there's some speculation. Some people are calling it spoilers, some people are saying it's speculation, so it's not spoilers. I think it's almost entirely speculation. But obviously 3 Rings a while back announced that there will be another upcoming boss, and someone did tell me they knew what the boss was, and then several of you asked me what I'd been told it was, and I told you, and I'm still not going to say what it was on camera, but, you know, as usual, if you want to know, just ask me in-game or on Steam or something, I'll tell you. So yeah, basically the theory is that this boss will be part of a new theorized tier 4 content, and I don't see why that would be the case. I can't envision, well, I can't see why that would involve them changing all the crystals now. Also, that does change the distribution of gear quite dramatically, because it's almost saying you now need 4-star gear to do Vanaduke and 5-star gear to do the new boss, so maybe Vanaduke nerf incoming if that's the case, but I don't know. It seems odd that they would change the crystals before implementing the content to me. I feel like surely it's just a bug, but at the same time, it's one of those things where 3 Rings has not acknowledged it in any way, shape or form. You look through the posts on the forums, nobody said a word about it. It's 3 Rings are keeping very, very quiet on that one. And having worked my brief stint in a game developer, if they say nothing about something, you know you're onto something. The things that we never actually answered at Team 17 were the stuff where people were pretty much on the money. It's like, not gonna be fixed, this is intentional, kind of. It may look broken, but actually this is the way the game's designed, and, you know, ain't talking about it. Ain't gonna talk about it, please shut up about it. So, 3 Rings aren't talking about it. There's something going on. It's not just a bug. If it was a bug, it might have been fixed, but at the same time, I really can't see why they would change it ahead of time, so, meh. It's only time will tell at the moment. It has been said that the game is sort of at an in-development phase right now, and yeah, I can see that, but I don't know. It should still work, surely. So we're not beta testing it anymore. We're long past beta, thanks. So that's up to speed with Spiral Knights news, more or less. I suspect. I got a couple of big-ish announcements to make. First is, well, it's not entirely an announcement, I've already sort of mentioned it, but consider this one the official one, yes. This is my official announcement that I will be doing Clockworks for Charity, which, since nobody's objected to the title or said, that's a stupid name, you know, I'll go with that, you know, I can't think of anything more witty than that. I'd like to come up with something witty, but it works, it's alliterative, which is the important thing for me. I like alliteration. So Clockworks for Charity is definitely a thing. It will be going ahead on November 16th, starting at 1 PM GMT, which works out at about 8 AM Eastern Time, and I guess 5 AM Pacific. Sorry guys, if you want to see it right from the start, you're going to have to get up early, but That is a Saturday, so not like you've got any prior engagements. Please clear your calendars. We'll definitely be going ahead at that time, and depending on contributions, actually, yeah, depending on contributions, we may be going for a different length of time. In that respect, maybe I should start it later, just so that we can actually get off to a good start. I don't know. At the same time, I want to get a reasonably early start in the day because I would like it to go for some time, and you know, if I start it at 6 PM and suddenly we run for 18 hours, I'm going for 2 days straight there, and I don't want that to be okay. That's just nah. I'm starting at 1 PM for my own sanity at this stage, really. So I'm going to try and drag my old comrades from Button Mash Scribble out, or he was cognitive in game, is actually his character. So I'll try and drag him back into the game, kicking and screaming. He's all geared up, he can do the high level content, so he can come a fair way with me. Everybody else at Button Mash has, I think, at least picked up Spiral Knights at some stage, but not got very far, so they might maybe go through me with Tier 1 stuff. So yeah, that's your official announcement. All the details are on the website. The website is up and running. If you go over to our website, buttonmash.net, link in the description below. If I have the wherewithal, I might throw it up on the screen now, if I remember to do that while I edit. Note to self, remember to do that while I edit. I'll pop a link on the screen, pop a link in the description. You can go there. I've done a nice little banner image that took me all of 30 seconds to put together, but looks semi-professional. And then there's a little widget in the corner where there was previously our Kickstarter widget to say, hey, look what we're doing on Kickstarter. Since that's all now in the past, I've taken that bit down and I put up the Clockworks for Charity Child's Play widget, which has a little donate button and a little total underneath to say how much we've raised. So yeah, if you wish to donate, you can click on that and contribute to the cause. And obviously, if you go to the page, there's full description of what's going down, and I've obviously set the tentative initial milestone of £500, which works out, I don't know, something like $700-800, I guess, in across the pond currency. Oh, thank God, I've got the right sword. Yes, 3 weapon slots for the win. I knew I bought that for a damn good reason. Well, actually, it was to level up the Master Blaster, but I'm missing the Shining Crystal, so I can't actually level that up right now. I've kind of run short on them. Fortunately, they're dropping everywhere because of the whole crystal issue. Ow! Jesus! Pill! 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 Take a pill! Take a pill! Jesus, they're hitting hard. Ow! You never hit this hard! Go away! When did they start hitting me so accurately and hard? Jeez. And stop throwing things. Who throws a hammer, honestly? Right, get dead. And can I? That's not going to work through a wall, is it? No, but I want the fire thing. I won't remember to use it, but I want it. Right, let's take another pill because I don't want to die. Let's pop this and... Ow! Seriously? What is wrong with you people? There we go. Now we've got some fire going on. That's better. Ow! Okay. You guys are a menace to society, seriously. You are the worst of the lot. Get down. Okay, did I not take... I didn't take the pill. Crud. Pill! Oh, was I poisoned? I was poisoned, wasn't I? Is he... He's still over there in his little bubble. I'm coming for you. Would you take the... Oh, right. It's in slot 2. That's what I was doing wrong. I was pressing the wrong button. That would do it. That would do it every time. Right. Get... Oh, frickin' shields, man. Who invented shields? Right. You out of there. Glad I got the right sword for the job. Because it makes a mess of these guys if I get a good charge shot on them. Ugh. And... No. Stay down. No. There we go. Okay, cleaned up. Right, okay. Clockworks for Charity. Where were we? Web page is up. I'm going to look at getting a domain for that because obviously last Friday, Saturday was the Mindcrack charity marathon. Mindcrack guys being a bunch of guys that I tend to follow in the Minecraft Let's Play community. And they did a Child's Play thing. Obviously, they did it in aid of Kurt J. Mack and his Farlands or Bust charity drive, which obviously I've been a long-time follower of and is a major inspiration for the channel. And they were raising for his thing, so they all got together and did 48 hours worth of Minecraft, which I did not have the stomach to sit through 48 hours of that. Minecraft's... wow, that's a lot of Minecraft. But entertaining nonetheless, and... they'd basically, what they'd done is they'd set up a Twitch channel for it. I'm not going to set up an entirely separate Twitch channel, it seems a bit ridiculous. But they'd set up a separate Twitch channel and a separate domain, and they were hosting, they'd embedded, I don't know where I'm going, I was thinking there was a key somewhere. They had embedded, there's the key, the Twitch stream in their webpage, which I didn't realise you could do, and now I think actually seems like a pretty bloody good idea. I should probably do that. So I'm going to look at picking up a domain name on the cheap. Clockworksforcharity.com is not registered, so if you really want to mess with me, you could register it, but please don't mess with me and register that, because that would really throw me off. I've been going through all the domain name registrars. I have no idea. It was Will that set up buttonmash.net, so I have no idea who he used. I need to find out who he used and whether he got a really good deal on that, because I was under the impression he had. However, my own personal sort of experience says GoDaddy seems to be the cheapest one, although I know their business ethics are not the greatest. They're one of those companies you're not supposed to support because they're kind of douches. But, you know, they're doing domain names for like £6. I'm like, I could really go for a really cheap one. I don't have a lot of money right now, and I'm already potentially committing to giving a bunch more to charity in the very near future. So, I don't know. I might pick one of those up. All I need to do is redirect it to the page that already exists, to be quite honest. So if I grab that and redirect it, I will have a web page with the Twitch stream embedded in and the widget, and it'll all be good and it'll look really professional, which is something I try to do from time to time. Professional looks good. I think so anyway. So I've already got the first guest, or sort of. I briefly spoke to him and he said, yeah, that sounds fun. We'll make more concrete plans nearer the time, but... my first penciled-in guest is the Arsenal podcast. So if you play Spiral Knights, and there's a good chance you might do if you're watching this video, you might be familiar with these guys. These guys have been running they've been running it weekly, and they're up to episode 50-something, which I guess means they've been going for at least a year now. I'm not sure exactly when they started. I've not followed their exploits particularly closely, but I am familiar with their works. So yeah, we do on a weekly basis, on a Sunday, they do a podcast dedicated to, for the most part, talking about Spiral Knights. I'm drifting to the right again. Why am I drifting to the right? Crazy game. Why does it only do that sometimes? That's a big crystal. It has no use in the game right now. That's a really big crystal. That is a huge one. That's the biggest. I don't need it. I don't need a blue. Nobody needs blue. It's a lot of blue, though. So yeah, the Arsenal podcast. I've spoken to their commander-in-chief, and he's up for that. And that sounds fun. So hopefully those guys will swing by. And I've yet to speak to anybody else. And this sort of brings me into a nice little segue into what else? My second announcement, which was actually... the Arsenal podcast actually approached me. I didn't approach them about that. They didn't approach me about being in the charity thing, but they approached me about potentially being a guest on their podcast. And I do believe I have one Mr. Green Link, who I've spotted in the comments on a few occasions, to thank for that one. I believe he's pointed them in my direction, and they've gone in my direction and found me and liked what I did, and now we're all going to collaborate in one big happy family, one happy Spiral Knights family thing. So I will be on the Arsenal podcast this Sunday, which I believe goes out at 7 PM GMT, 2 PM Eastern Time, and whatever that converts to, I guess 11 AM Pacific, I guess that works out. Again, I'm not particularly familiar with their works. I guess that's the time they record it. I don't know if they record it and broadcast it live, or if they record it and then put it up later. I'm not familiar with their system, so I don't know whether you'll be able to actually access it at that time. I think you can. Judging from the one episode I listened to of theirs, it seems like it goes out live, because it seems like they had a chat thing going on with people commenting. But I don't know. I'm not really familiar with their format, so it should be an interesting experience nonetheless. So I shall be joining them to talk for what would seem to be... I should check this depth. We are at Devils, which means I really should grab a pointy sword, shouldn't I? And Shadow's not likely to be too much use to me, so... Yep. Have I got the right... I haven't got the right shield on, have I? Christopher Meyer. That should suffice, I suspect. Let me just check my gear here. Oh, I got my shadow, and I need a shadow hat, don't I? That'd do it. Shadow hat, shadow hat. Which shadow hat do I go for? I've got lots of shadow hats. Is Heavenly Eye? Yeah, that's a shadow hat with damage bonus to fiends. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. Brilliant. Wonderful! Let's go on in. Oh, hang on. Did I have the fire crystals? Ooh, I got the fire crystals to do it a 70% chance. How many do I need? 21, so I would need 63. I think I'm going to hang on for 63. I don't fancy wasting them. Or potentially wasting them. So yeah, going to be joining the Arsenal podcast to talk about Spiral Knights and things, and like I say, honestly, I'm not super familiar with their works, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. I don't know whether it's going to be an interview style thing, or whether I'm just supposed to be tagging along to do chatting about the stuff that they normally chat about. Because, I don't know, maybe they just want fresh meat to talk about the things that they generally do, or whether they do a kind of interview format with guests. I'm really not certain quite what to expect. I know they do want to talk a little bit about Button Mash and Clockworks for Charity. It's the Clockworks for Charity thing that they picked up on mostly. They obviously were pointed in my direction, saw the website, saw that I'm promoting the Clockworks for Charity thing. I put that website up thinking nobody would look at it until I mentioned it, and now people have already found it, which is kind of weird, but hey-ho. So yeah, they've seen that, they want to talk about that, so I'm going to talk about that for them for a bit, and they can come join me on the stream as well, and that'll be fun. Again, in their last week's podcast, they did briefly mention one upcoming topic that I picked up on was they would like to talk about chapeaus and, I suppose to a lesser extent, tabards, and it's like, well, that's a subject I'm a little bit versed in, you know. I can talk about chapeaus. It's a thing I have, and I'm quite proud of wearing, so, you know. I've no idea in quite what context they want to talk about them. Are they overpriced or something? Should they bring them back? Is that the sort of thing? I have no idea. All I know is, haha, I've got a rare hat. That's my stance on it. Although, I do really like the black ones. Black ones are sweet. They're... yeah, I've seen them retailing. Yes, I needed to throw a jar at that one, didn't I? I've seen them retailing for 40,000 energy though, and that's a little bit out of my price range. Remind me again how much they cost? If I wanted to, say, purchase some energy, well, 20,000 energy is a lot of dollars, $50, or yeah, it's somewhere, but yeah, just shy of $100 that one of those hats would cost. I don't have $100 to blow on a hat. That's actually getting into Team Fortress 2 territory, that is. That's crazy hats. Can you imagine if they made unusual black chapeaus that had like flames on it or something? Jeez, that would just be horrifying. Please do not take any lessons from Valve, Three Rings. Don't do that. I may end up buying that stuff, because I care more about what my character looks like than how I perform in combat. Because I'm that kind of person. So yeah, that's about the score for things at the present. We got we have got one upcoming live stream, and of course you can donate ahead of time. If you go to the website, that widget, it is live. You don't have to wait for the thing to start. If you want to give me a nice boosty, if you won't be able to make the start but want to see us make some good progress, you can make a donation now. And I think that'd be kind of cool if some people wanted to do that. I'm honestly not expecting anyone to do that, but the option is there. This is... Ow! Big fat ass, get out of the way. I need to stab the one that's throwing things at me. You there. You're the one that's throwing things. Who throws a trident, honestly? So, yeah, where was I? Yeah, you can make a donation now. That widget will permit you to do so. There's no target or goal set at the moment. It's just how much has been donated so far. And I don't think I've seen this room before. This room looks like a room I haven't come across in the past. We are building some sort of evil sigil here, are we not? Yeah. Is this a scenario room? Because this seriously feels like we're doing some dark summoning ritual. This is a frigging pentagram. Why are we making a pentagram? 5 ways to appease your pit boss. Okay. Oh. Cute. I like that. Alright. Neat little room. I like that. Not seen one of them before. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's clear them out, give these guys a good old stabbing. And you. So yes, donations. You may go and donate now, and I believe you are permitted to leave a comment. So if you got sort of any requests or things that you would like to see, I've not tested the widget to any extent, but what I know of, Kurt J. Mack and his file lands are bust because he uses the exact same widget. I believe you are permitted to leave a comment with it, which can be anonymous or you can leave a name with it. You don't have to tell me who it is, but if you wish to leave a comment, you may do so, and then you can say, oh, when you do your stream, I would like to see you do so-and-so, and then I can make a concerted effort to include such a feature, or such a person, if you want me to try and get a special guest or something. And that's a good way to convey it. If you got someone you specifically want to see me include it in the stream, and don't be yourself. Don't just say, I'm giving you money, I want to be in your stream. That's not gonna work. But if you got like if there's a notable Spiral Knights community member or person or something that you want to see that I maybe haven't thought of, you could leave a comment with your donation, and I'll go, oh, that's a good idea. I shall try and get that person to join me. And yeah, there you go. There's some ideas. If you wish me to get people, leave a donation. And do remember, I don't see a penny of that. Every penny of that goes straight to Child's Play. It is a Child's Play widget. The money goes straight into Child's Play. It's a great charity, getting toys, books, games, and all sorts of fun things for kids to do into kids' hospitals, because they are having, in many cases, a pretty nasty time of it all. And something nice to cheer them up while they're in there would go down a treat. And they are a very good charity. They're run by the guys from Penny Arcade, and they're run with very, very little overhead. Almost all of the money you contribute will go straight into buying toys, books, games. I think their actual overhead running cost is something like 2%, which is a million times better than quite a lot of charities. Many charities, most of the money you give them will be spent on paying someone to stand in the street and mug you for more money or something. There's quite a lot of charities do that. A lot of the money just goes straight back into running the charity. Child's Play, they're really effective in how they spend their money. It's 2% of all the donations goes into actually running it, and everything else just goes straight into buying things to make kids' lives better. A great charity to support. So, yeah, like I say, I don't see a penny of that. It's their widget. You click on that money donates it straight to the charity. All that, it's just a link on my page to donate to them. I don't take a cut of that in the slightest. Oh, let's go down and see what Basil's got to sell while I wrap this up. So that will pretty much just about do it for today. I've got my 2 big announcements done, and I imagine if Dark Harvest is about to begin, you can probably expect a preview video to be popping up within the next hour or 2. given the time this goes live and the time my special videos tend to go live. I would imagine within a couple of hours there will be a Dark Harvest special video, so you can keep an eye out for that. I'll be running you through all the content that's in there, a quick look at that, probably, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, quick look at all the new stuff in the Dark Harvest, especially if there is actually some new content. That'll be worth a good look. And of course, do please remember to leave comments in the questions, because I do need future topics to talk about. Like I say, I'm running, as I mentioned last week, and I obviously haven't used any questions this week, but I am running a little bit dry on the old question front, so if you want to leave a question or topic that you would like me to talk about next week, or in the future generally speaking, please leave it in the comments, and I will get to you presently. So let's check out Basil. What's he got? He has got a Darkthorn shield, which I could totally sell, and he's got a not a lot else. Oh well, yoink. Could sell that for about 200 crowns profit, I suspect. Oh well. So, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to leave a thumbs up below if you enjoyed this video. That helps me out a bunch. And if you're not already subscribed and you would like to see more of this content, I will be producing Spiral Nights 3 times a week, videos every day. Please do subscribe now, and you will be able to see more content from me on a daily basis. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. I'll see you next time.